you crawling. The impossible can win. Trust in the future, it's never a rumor. It's waiting with the wind. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, here I go.
Hello? Ah! An Ursa Minor!
Whoa, Spike! Take it easy there. I'm not going to assault you or anything like that.
Wait, you can talk?
Well, yeah.
Whoa, this is incredible! I've always wondered what an Ursa Minor sounds like. And you're here for Twilight, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep-a-roo.
Alright, I'll let her know you're here. Follow me inside. What's your name?
I'm known as DigiGex90, but you can call me Digi.
Okay, Gigi, not to be mean or anything, but why do you have a unicorn horn on your head?
Oh, my horn? Well, it's a long story, but I will say that I was a unicorn at one point.
Really?
Yes, I was.
Can you tell me what happened?
Again, it's a long story, but I can tell you later at another time.
Alright. Alright, Twilight is by this door, but I bet you 15 bits that when I open this door and tell Twilight you're here, she would entirely freak out to see an Ursa Minor in her castle.
Oh, come on! I may have heard some things about her in the past, but I doubt she'll be this jumpy now. Make it 20 bits.
Oh, you are so on! Hey Twilight, you have a visitor!
That's weird. I didn't schedule any. Yeah! An Ursa Minor?
Called it!
Yep, you're right on that one.
Whoa. Wait a minute. You can talk? But how is this possible? Ursa Minors don't speak. That is a scientific impossibility. You're a scientific Wait a minute. Digi?
Yeah?
You two know each other?
We met each other in Celestia School when we were having a dueling class at that one point, years ago as foes.
Yeah, she was using a magician deck while I was using a dragon deck.
And if the bell hadn't rung so quickly, I would have totally won that duel.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Digi, tell Spike how I was going to attack you directly with a Dark Magician and win.
No, I had a face-down magic cylinder, and I was going to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon with Monster Reborn in the next turn.
We're not.
We're two.
Alright, enough with the silly argument! You're both fully grown adults for Celestia's sake.
She started it.
Anyways, what happened to you, Digi? The last time I saw you, you were a unicorn.
It's a long story.
I understand. So, what brings you to my castle, Digi?
Well, I came to visit to talk to you about something, but I want to ask, are you aware of a creature known as Rongar?
Yes? but from what I've known, he's a fairy tale legend, along with Gusty the Great.
Well, about that, it turns out he actually exists. But he looks different in a way.
How different are we talking here?
Well, he looks almost like the one in the story, but the only differences are that he actually has red eyes with yellow pupils, none of that mohawk mane, his tail has more fluff, his harness is more metallic than the one described in the legend, and the colors are swapped. Yellow is the harness, and the red are those... To be honest, I don't know what they're called, but regardless, he looks almost like the one described in the legend, just with some minor differences.
Interesting.
Anyways, me and my assistant Zarvox have received a letter from some random mayor, whom I assume she's either working with the Ram or probably just like saying messages to others. She also wears a cloak. Not sure what she's trying to hide, but I digress. It said I should meet him up in this place known as Nebula Valley, even though at the time I didn't know it was him who made that letter. I dueled with the Ram and I tried my best to defeat him, but he was very good. He managed to stop some of my powerful monsters in place with his trap cards, and used his 2 stronger monsters to defeat me. I'm talking 5-digit damage totals, Twilight.
Almost seems a bit overkill, but go on.
He almost claimed my magic and soul using the power of this artifact thingy. Well, at least that's how my assistant described it to me. But I'm glad he was able to save me from that blast. We did manage to escape from Grongar before he would get us both. But now, I just assume he went back to his lair with his minions, planning to try to find me or something. Now, before you say anything, Twilight, my reason for coming here is that I actually have a feeling that Grongar and his minions, if he has any, are planning to collect magic and souls of other duelists, and maybe non-duelists, to probably make an army and conquer all of Equestria. In order to combat this, I need to gather as many allies as I can, so that way we can fight his army. I'm actually wondering if you and Spike can be able to join with me and Zarvox when that time comes. So, will you and Spike be willing to join with me and Zarvox when that time comes?
Well, alright then. But in one condition. You have to duel me.
That sounds like a good deal. We haven't dueled in a long time, so it would be great to test out your skills, Twilight.
Spike, go get my old deck from my room.
You got it, Twilight.
So, I guess it's your old Dark Magician deck?
Correctamundo, but I've added new cards into the deck since then. Spellbook.
Not really surprising. It fits you perfectly.
What can I say? I like books. I guess you're using your old dragon deck?
Well, kind of. I'm gonna be using Dragon Rulers.
Dragon rulers? I've heard about those cards. They're some of the rarest cards in existence.
I know. My assistant Zarvox managed to show me all 3 copies of each of them at one point. And I'm glad he did, because I really love these dragons so much.
Here you go, Twilight.
Thanks, Spike.
So, where do you want to duel?
I've got a special place where we can duel. Follow me.
Oh. I've never really seen this section of the castle before.
It's where Spike and I go sometimes to look at the stars at night, or just observe the mountains and stuff. And I thought this would be a spot where I would like to see what the dragon rulers are capable of.
I like to see that old deck of yours to be played with spellbooks.
You're on, Digi. Let's duel.
I'll allow you to go first, Twilight.
Okay, I'll start off by setting 2 cards and activate the field spell. the Grand Spellbook Tower, and right there, I will end my turn.
Draw! I now summon Card Trooper. With it on the field, I can activate its effect. I will send 3 cards from my deck to the graveyard, and for that, it gains 1500 attack points. And I'll have Card Trooper attack you directly. I will set a card and end my turn.
Draw. I activate Spellbook of Secret. This allows me to fetch Spellbook of Knowledge from my deck. I now summon Berry Magician Girl. With her now summoned, I can fetch a Dark Magician Girl. Next, I activate Spellbook of Knowledge. I tribute Berry Girl, and I draw 2 cards. Huh. Since I drew Palladium Oracle Mahad, I can special summon it. Now, I'll have it attack your card, Trooper.
Since you destroyed Card Trooper, I can draw another card.
I'll end my turn.
Draw! I now send Burner and Whitestone to the graveyard in order to special summon Blaster in defense mode. I can't do much in this turn, so I'll end my turn. And during my end phase, since I discarded Whitestone, I can special summon a Blue-Eyes White Dragon.
Draw. Since I control a spellcaster, I can bring one of my spell cards from my graveyard and send it to the bottom of my deck and draw 1 card. I summon Magician's Rod. I activate its effects, which allows me to fetch Illusion Magic. Time for the battle phase. I'll have Palladium destroy your Blaster Dragon. I'll end my turn.
Draw! I activate Pot of Greed. Alright, I banish Tidal from my paw and Burner from my graveyard to bring back Blaster. Since now I banish Tidal, I can grab a Judusa Guard Dragon from my deck. I activate my trap, Castle of Dragon Souls. This trap allows me to give 1 dragon monster on my field 700 attack points as long as I banish a dragon monster from my graveyard. I will now banish Whitestone of Ancients and I target my Blaster. Now it's time for an attack.
Stop right there. Before you attack my monsters, I activate my trap, Magical Hat. Since I activate this card, I can grab 2 spell or trap cards from my deck and I choose 1 monster on my field. And after that, they're in a face-down defense position. I choose these 2 cards from my deck, Magician's Circle and Dark Magic Inheritance. Try attacking my rod now.
Alright then, but before I do so, I'll destroy your Paladin with Blaster. Now since he's destroyed, I can have Blue Eyes attack one of your face downs. And I choose the one in the middle.
Sorry, Empty Hat. And since you destroyed Mahad, I can now special summon Dark Magician in defense mode.
For that, I'll end my turn.
Draw. I grab another spell from my graveyard, place it underneath my deck, and draw 1 more card. I activate another Spellbook of Knowledge. I send my Spellbook of Power to the graveyard and I can draw 2 new cards. I tribute my Magician's Rod to summon Dark Magician Girl. Next, I switch my Dark Magician to attack mode and I activate Spellbook of Power to equip it onto the monster. I activate the spell Magic Formula and equip it onto Dark Magician Girl. And for a countermeasure, I activate my trap Lost Wind. I choose the Blaster Dragon, and for that, its effect is now negated and its attack is cut in half. Now, it's time for the battle phase. Dark Magician, slay that blue eyes. My Spellbook of Power has a second effect. Whenever I destroy an opponent's monster by battle with a monster equipped with this card, I can add another spellbook to my hoof. This time, I add Spellbook Star Hull. Now, Dark Magician Girl will destroy Blaster. I will set another card and end my turn.
Draw! There isn't much I can't do in this turn, so I will set a card and set one monster. You're up.
Draw. I will grab a Spellbook of Power from my graveyard, place it under my deck, and draw one more card. I activate my trap, Eternal Soul. With it, you can't destroy my Dark Magician monsters with card effects, and I will activate the second effect, which allows me to fetch 1,000 knights from my deck. I will activate it to destroy your face-down monster. Now, Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, attack Digi directly and end this duel.
Not so fast! I activate Damage Diet!
Nice play, Digi. I almost had you there.
Thanks, Twilight.
I will now end my turn.
I draw! I got to admit, Twilight is a great duelist. So it looks like she has potential to help me out with defeating Rogar and his possible armor. But right now, I'll need to think of a way to blow her field and possibly strike her one. I think I drew the card I need. Let's just see if this works. I activate another Pot of Greed. I'll now activate Sacred Sword of the Seven Stars. I banish Tempest from my paw and draw 2 more cards. Since I now banish Tempest, I can fetch a Debris Dragon from my deck. Now, I will activate my spell card, Harpy's Feather Duster. Say goodbye to your back row. And since Eternal Soul is destroyed, you know what that means. Ha! Since now your field is empty, it's time to do this. I'll banish Kokimare Drago and Blaster and enter the special summon from my paw, Redox in defense mode. I'll now summon Debris Dragon. With Blaster banished, I can grab a burner from my deck. Now, it's time for a Synchro. I tune Redox and Debris Dragon in order to Synchro summon this dragon, Star Eater! And now, time for one more Dragon Ruler summon. And I don't think you ever heard of this one. I will banish Burner and Tradusa in order to special summon Halo, Dragon Ruler of the Light! Now, Star Eater and Halo, strike down Twilight Sparkle!
Yeah!
Twilight, you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just the usual pain you get from an attack. That's all.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure. Anyways, good game, Twilight.
Good game, Digi. That was a fun duel.
I agree. Especially your dueling skills with that Dark Magician Spellbooks deck. With how well you played in that duel, it seems like you do have potential to help me out after all.
Thanks, Digi. You're not bad yourself with that Dragon Ruler deck of yours.
Thanks. The Dragon Ruler archetype is my favorite due to having the most support for a pure dragon deck. Well, for the most part. due to adding non-dragons in the deck sometimes, like Car Trooper, Avec Valor, Maxi, and Grow Up Bulb. Anyways, if you want me to stay for a bit, I would like to, but I have to go do something. But I will contact you when that time comes. And I'm hoping to duel your close friends at some point, to see if they can build the Adas against Grolgar.
Alrighty then. See you later, Digi.
See you, Twilight. Oh, hey Twilight?
Is there something else you need, Digi?
Yeah. Can you do this one favor for me?
Sure. What is it?
Can you be able to try and find one of your books that might have a spell that can turn me back into a pony?
Huh. I'm not sure if I do have such a book, but I'll look into my library at some point.
Okay. If not, then try to look into different libraries. I really don't want to be stuck as an Ursa Minor forever.
Again, I'll look into my library at some point.
Alright then. Anyways, see you later.